Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. Today I want to talk about the Tourpack mounted speaker plate from our friends over at 309 Custom Audio. So this is for the Victory, Cross Country, the ones that come with the Tourpack. This is actually an ingenious idea that the guys at 301 Custom Audio came up with. On the Victory, you have 5 1/4. So everybody knows that they make 6 1/2 adapters for the front, and then most people just drop 5 1/4 in the Tourpack pods because that's the factory size. So we were working on Jim's Victory, and we actually screwed up and misplaced the plate that he had ordered from Chris and them at 301 Customs. So we had to go ahead and build him a plate. It's not hard to do, but it's time consuming, and the fact that the guys at 309 sell these for like $125, $150 shipped makes it a no-brainer. So did I build one for Jim's bike? Yes. Did I find it afterwards? Yes. This is it. This is what it is. So theirs is perfectly cut and contoured. So I had to use body filler to get the same curves, and it took me a couple hours. So this would have saved a bunch of time. And it's an ingenious idea because I wish I would have thought of it. We're going to do this on every single Victory that has a Tourpack. So it basically turns the Tourpack into a mini mid-bass driver enclosure. There's no permanent modification that's visible. You have to cut the webbing out behind the speaker grills where the 5 1/4 is. That way you don't restrict the sound coming in from the Tourpack. That's the only modification required. Factory speakers still fit back in if you want to go back to factory. And what's nice is it mounts. This is what you see. So you can mount the 6 1/2 from here. The only thing you see inside is the magnet, and it uses the Tourpack as the enclosure. And on the proper tune with the proper power, it gives you a ton of mid bass. So Jim's bike's got 6 pines in the saddleback lids. We did Yellow Basket 6 1/2 in the Tourpack on this plate, and we did 6 1/2 in the front using the adapters on 2 Sound Digital Evo X 800.4s and an Audio Dynamics 4-6 DSP. The bike sounds amazing. Jim was happy with the way it sounded. We were super happy with the way it sounded. I reached out to Chris after I misplaced the plate to get some measurements for him. So he walked me through it, and then I sent some pictures to make sure it was right. He said it looks exactly like theirs. But now we're going to start stocking these because it saves time. So it's perfectly contoured sits, reuses the factory hardware on top, and it's got a cutout here for to relocate the factory USB, the factory charging socket that comes in the Tourpack. And I like the fact that they didn't cut it out. So what we did was we added ours here. It's the same thing you added here. And we did a high-speed USB charging port, one of the ones you can get from Amazon. I'll show you in a second what it looks like. So without having to have a cigarette lighter adapter, you could just plug the phone directly in. You could charge up to 2 phones. So it's nice. And then we stole power from the factory cigarette lighter adapter. So when this goes in place, it blocks off the adapter. But the guys at 309 have given you a provision to relocate that and drop it in here. We chose to leave the factory one where it is, and then we just used one of the Amazon ones and dropped it in here. So it gave us 2 USB ports, and it allows us to monitor the voltage by a press of a button. And then it fits in the same hole, and then we just glued it from the bottom. So if you choose to run 6 1/2, they mount from the back side, and when you open the Tourpack, this is all you see. Nice clean look, and you only lose about 3 inches of Tourpack space between the adapter and the speaker magnet. If you run spacers, you can run an 8-inch and mount it this way. So you lose a little more space, but you gain a ton more mid bass. So it's a much better solution, in my opinion, than running the 5 1/4 in the factory pods. The sound still comes through the factory pods, and the factory grills still go into place. The bike looks completely stock until you open the Tourpack, and I think it's a huge upgrade and a huge improvement, especially people that don't want to run mid-bass drivers in the bags. Jim's bike sounds awesome, and it's 6 1/2 in the fairing, 6 1/2 inch mid-bass drivers in the Tourpack on this mounting plate. and 6x9s in the lids. So shout out to Chris and his team at 309. Another great product, another great solution from them. They're also the guys that make the waterproof shroud for the Street Glide and Road Glide and the Victories for us. Let me just show you the USB charger that we use from Amazon, and that's it. This one we use from Amazon, it's 14 bucks. What I like about it is quick charge, so it's 3 amp. It'll charge your phone quickly. Plus, it's got a voltage readout. You just press the button, so you can keep an eye on your motorcycle battery voltage while you're parking lot pimping and not worry about a dead battery. And then it fits right in the hole that the guys from 309 have provided, right here. Just tap it into the outlets already provided in the Tour Pack and you're good to go.